This bard's tale begins near White Orchard, with my dear friend Geralt of Rivia seeking his lover of yore, the sorceress Yennefer. She'd eluded him for years, but now seemed just a few steps ahead.
Well, hello, chaps. This is Commodore Grayum here, and you find us in the middle of the rather snazzy loading screens of The Witcher 3, where it gives you a bit of a recap as to what's been going on. So, here we have good old Geralt of Rivia searching for Yennefer, from who he had received a note saying, "Come find me, yo." And so we're in this inn in whatever this village is called. I've kind of forgotten. Was it Willoughby? Something like that. Anyway, we're in this inn and we're going to ask around to see if anyone's seen the raven-tressed Yennefer. Let's talk to this friendly-looking chap right here.
I'm looking for someone.
And we seek some peace and quiet.
Out of my face, freak, for your breath sours my beer.
Well, he's rather bold talking to a badass-looking witcher that way, but there you go. So now we're introduced to using the Axii sign within dialogue, which is basically the Jedi mind tricks of the Witcher. So let's try it without the mind tricks first. No, let's do the mind tricks. We got to do the mind tricks.
Raven-haired woman dressed in black and white. Seen her? Talk.
Folks say the lady rode through the village a few days back. Galloping so fast she knocked Radabor into a ditch.
Which way did she go?
Dunno. Lots of tracks leading off the main road. Could have gone anywhere.
Oi, people! The freak's taken Micah's mind!
Uh-huh, and I'll take your tongue if you don't shut up.
See, that's him told. See, they talk big, but then when you threaten to cut out their tongue, they're somewhat less... somewhat less bold, somewhat less courageous.
There are 4 factions.
Oh.
4 what?
This cat doesn't like me.
Teams, suits, similar to clubs and spades, except each suit has its own face cards. There are also special cards.
Wouldn't you rather play war?
See,
It's like you
here...
dawn before you get your game in noggin.
Here is the introduction to the game of Gwent, a mini-game within The Witcher 3 that I think I bought some cards for from the good innkeep lady over there last episode. Let's talk to these chaps.
What a waste of time! The Earth shall revolve around the sun before you comprehend these rules.
Got a minute?
Why not? Aldert Geert, Assistant Professor in Contemporary History at Oxenfurt Academy.
Geralt of Rivia. Witcher, with tenure.
Oh, snap.
I'm looking for a woman. Long hair, dressed in black and white. Seen anyone like that?
Of course not! Unlike the populace, I know the horsewoman of war is pure poppycock.
A horsewoman of war, you say?
Horsewoman of war. What's that about?
Folk say an omen. A beautiful phantom rides the fields at night, looks as you described her. Armies follow her, and all who cross her path meet with misfortune.
I can vouch for the last bit. Know where they saw her?
No, facts interest me, not fairy tales.
Well, that's the thing. If you have too much knowledge, you can trick yourself into thinking you have all the knowledge. See, this is the... You can be... Over-education, it's a thing. Or is it under-education? Posing as over-education. Anyway, I'm getting all confused here. So what are you doing here, mate?
Not a place I'd ever expect to find a scholar. Take it you're fleeing the war?
Quite the opposite. Chasing it. I'm headed for the front.
Tired of life?
I seek knowledge, which I value more than life itself. I've a thirst no dusty old tomes can quench. I wish to see the Nilfgaardian invasion with my own eyes, understand it, and record it all in my chronicle, my magnum opus.
But if you value knowledge more than life, well, if you lose your life, you can't have knowledge anymore, so how does that make sense? Except in the sense of writing it down in books and passing it to other people. Oh yeah, that's how it makes sense. Okay, you should tell people how bad the war really is.
Interesting. We need somebody to describe war, what it's really like. Not colorful banners and generals making moving speeches, but rape, violence, and thoughtless cruelty.
Ah, I see you lack the polish of the Academy. Rape and cruelty are details of no import to the war's course. Trinkets on the garment of conflict, one might say.
Tell that to the people whose houses burned down.
I mean, the scholar does have a point. If you're going to accept that cruel things happening in war is kind of a constant, then it doesn't have all that much effect on the war's course. As terrible as it may be, and indeed it is. But anyway, let's carry on. So, did the war get to Novigrad yet? Me old academic chummy chum?
War reached Novigrad yet?
Nope, but it's only a matter of time. Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
Many a ruler's choked on that bone.
True. We value our liberty in Novigrad, and we know how to fight for it.
The scholars especially.
The sword is not the only weapon. Do not forget, architects from our academy designed the city walls. Walls no war machine has ever crumbled.
Right, so via the Chekhov's gun principle, I'm going to assume that Novigrad's walls are going to crumble at some point.
Gotta go. So long.
A moment, Witcher. You strike me as a man of the world. Are you familiar with Gwent?
No, and I don't have time to learn.
The online, the free online card game.
Let's play.
I mention that because not only does Gwent exist as a mini game within The Witcher 3, there's also a separate Gwent game. I downloaded it at some point and messed around. It's pretty good. It's much better than this mini game. But since this is the first time we've encountered Gwent within The Witcher, we're going to have a go.
Why not?
Splendid. Here's how it's done.
Yeah, why not play cards? It's not like we've got anything more important that we're trying to do. So, okay. Gwent tutorial. An ancient dwarven card game that simulates the clash of two armies in battle. The players are generals, and the cards are their forces. So apparently I'm going to go first, and I need to draw 10 cards for my deck, and that's all I will have for the whole match. Unit cards have a little strengthy number, and also they can be placed on one of 3 rows. The close combat or melee row, ranged combat or siege combat. You'll see how this goes as I play it. And some unit cards have special abilities, like this one gives +1 strength to all units that are in the same row as it. And then there's weather cards, which reduce the strength of all cards of a given type on the battlefield on both sides of the board. So that includes your own. So you have to be careful. So like say for instance, Biting Frost affects the melee, Rain affects siege, and this other one, what is it? Is it like Fog? Or yeah, I think it might be Fog affects ranged, which makes sense when you think about it. Right, at the start of the game, you can select up to 2 cards to discard and redraw. But see, you have your whole deck of cards, and from that you have to draw a hand of 10 cards, and then you can redraw up to 2 after that if there's a couple you don't like. So, let's play. Right. So that's my side of the battlefield. As you can see, like on the top, there's the melee row, then range, then siege, warfare. And there's my opponent's side. And each turn, you can place a card or you can pass. Each deck has a leader, which you can, who has a special ability that can be used only once per battle. So you use the leader card only once per battle as well, I guess. And you can trigger that special ability by pressing I don't know what it is if you're using keyboard and mouse, but I'm using the controller, so it's the good old blue X of goodness. Press A to select a card from your hand. Press A again to place it on the battlefield. Okay. So, what do I have? I have the Biting Frost card that affects melee units. Torrential Rain, which affects siege, and then I have these are the dudes right here. And none of my, well, there's only one of them that has special abilities. The +1 to all units in the siege row. So do I have any of the siege cards? Just the one. So I'm going to select this, put it down, since it's got, you know, it's got decent numbers. So the idea is that you have to try and win. There are 3 rounds in the game, and you have to win 2 in order to win the match. So sometimes you will deliberately lose a round simply to give yourself more cards for the next round. Get it? Okay, let's move on. So I can pass by holding down the Y button, and then I can't play any more cards during that round. So I do that either when I'm confident I can win with the units I already have on the battlefield, or I can just, or to, like I say, let my opponent win so that I save cards for the next round. So a round ends once both players have passed. The players then compare the total strength of their units to determine the winner. All cards on the battlefield are discarded, and both players' total strength is reset to 0. So after each round, you remove all cards from the battlefield, except under certain special circumstances, I should say. Okay. What's my opponent doing? Right. So, what's my next best move? I could either try and increase my score by some decent amount, or yeah, I should probably do that. Let's at least provisionally try to win this round, unless it seems like we're... Oh, bugger. Okay. So that's reduced... Holy crap. Hold on, let's look at this. Oh, right, this is different from the online Gwent game, which you can get for free on GOG.com. You might have to install their client or something, I'm not sure. Anyway, yeah, in the online game, these special cards like Torrential Rain and Biting Frost actually do damage to the cards each turn, so it reduces the score of cards until they eventually die, so to speak. Whereas this reduces the combat strength of cards, so that's a bit of a bugger. Not too keen on what just happened there. We're still winning though. So, I mean, I'm looking at the remainder of my cards here, and 3 of them are ranged cards. So they're not going to be much use against this fog, honestly. So it might make sense to pass. And then what will happen is, if my opponent wants to win, he'll have to put down at least 1 more card to have a higher score than me. So we'll be left with the same amount of cards at the end. No, actually, I'll have 1 more card than him, I think. Yeah. Okay, the player who loses a round also loses a life gem. So basically, if you lose 2 rounds, you've lost. That's fine. So now we have to try and win the next 2 rounds. That's how that be. Okay, so we have a chance to bugger the opponent here a little bit. Hopefully he doesn't have another fog card. And hopefully he'll put down more melee cards. Okay. Not yet. So I'm going to put down another ranged card, I suppose. Certainly not going to put down my melee card. Okay, now we get a chance to take away, I guess, 5 points from our opponent with... Wait, I'll just double check this. Yeah. Sets the strength of all close combat cards to 1 for both players. Excellent. Nice. Now, hopefully he doesn't have a clear weather card. No, he doesn't. Okay, we're currently set at a draw. And I have 2 more cards than him. I'm tempted to put down... Well, hold on. Let's put this one down because this card is melee, but it already has a strength of 1. So we're not losing anything, right? And it's still a draw. Okay. So he's got 2 cards remaining. I've got 4 cards remaining. Let's put down my junk card here. And wait a moment. How come some of those cards are on his side, on his close combat side, aren't at 1? He must have some cards strengthening other cards, something like that. Okay. So I mean, I suppose what we have to do now is go for another ranged dude. And I'm winning still. But wait, what's my leader card again? How can I see what my leader card is? Oh wait, here we go. Pick an impenetrable fog card from your deck and play it instantly. Well, that's no use because that would knacker my... Even if I do have impenetrable fog cards in my deck, which I'm not sure about, because that would knacker my own troops. So this is really the only card that I can play, because if I don't play anything, he's going to at least get a draw with me, which means that I won't be able to win the match. Oh, but it's melee. Okay, so my opponent has passed. And I have 1 card left, but it's not a scoring card. So I think that might mean that I'm going to lose now. We'll see. We'll see. Oh, Northern Realms faction ability triggered. I didn't know that I had that faction ability, so it's added another card. And since my enemy has no cards, I guess I'm going to win. Right? Oh, right. The enemy has passed, therefore I can pass as well. God, I'm such a pro. Right. What's it saying here? There's no shame in passing and letting your opponent win a round. Sometimes it's better to save your cards for later, which is exactly what I did. Each deck features its own heroes. Heroes are high-value cards immune to the effects of special cards. Good to know. these powerful cards can turn the tide of battle. Acquire more powerful cards by completing certain quests or purchasing them from vendors. Okay. So, well, I mean, I guess I rule, don't I?
Well, you've a knack for this game.
Clearly.
If you ever find yourself in Oxenfurt and wish to play a true master, ask for Stepan. A simple innkeep by trade, but a true maestro when it comes to Gwent.
I'll remember that. Thanks.
Job's a good un. Okay. Oh, and I got a book. A Miraculous Guide to Gwent. Use L to switch between unread books and scrolls. Once read, they're added to the books panel in the glossary. Good. Right, I might have a look at that later. Not right now. Let's leave that and... whoops, and now I've got to accidentally jump. The cord of my controller hit the space bar there, I think, is what happened. So now, yes, I have to go and check what the hell time it is. Just a moment. Okay, let's continue making our inquiries. So we've talked to the scholar. We talked to those impolite chaps over there. Oh, by the way, stash. It's a thing. In various places in the world, there are chests where you can store your crap, so that you don't end up over encumbered. Apparently, The Witcher 3 has Minecraft Ender chests. that's what's going on here. So, do I have anything I want to put away? I mean, these crafting items seem not to weigh anything, so I might as well carry them with me. And yeah, for the moment, I have nothing to stash. So that cat's pretty good at moonwalking. Not gonna lie. Okay, let's talk to this Gaunter or Dim chap over here, shall we?
Looking for a woman.
Like everyone.
Not like everyone. And not just any woman. Mine smells of lilac and gooseberries, dresses in black and white.
2 schnapsies.
Schnapps.
It'll lift your spirits.
No pun intended. Okay. Don't mind if I do, mate.
Fine, I'll have a drink. Can we cut to the chase? You seen her or not?
Yennefer of Vengerberg.
What? That was a high-class double take from Geralt there.
Never mentioned her name.
Yet you described her perfectly. And once I hear something, I never forget. Can't help it.
So, how do you know about Yennefer? That's puzzling me.
How do you know Yennefer?
What a question. Master Dandelion's ballads, of course. The only way a humble merchant might hope to rub up against greatness. Unless, that is, he's as lucky as I am.
Look,
And runs into a very patient witcher.
It's a Geralt of Rivia himself.
ooh.
The Butcher of Blaviken.
Look, I'm not having you rubbing up against my greatness. So, how do you know me?
Recognize me from Master Dandelion's ballads too?
To your health.
Evasive. Anyway, where is Yennefer? Let's cut to the chase here.
You seen Yennefer?
Deepest apologies, but I must ask. Is this about love?
Well, why would I be telling you that, mate? I'm a taciturn, badass witcher type.
None of your business.
Yes. As a vagrant, I deserve no explanation.
What do you know? Tell me.
Before you appeared, it never occurred to me that might have been Yennefer. Who would have thought?
Get to the point.
An Nilfgaardian scout from the local garrison saw her.
Where?
At their camp. She rode in there. Dark of night, black and white, gooseberries and... Yes, I know. Had a terse exchange with the garrison commander and raced off.
Where to?
I'm not omniscient. Ask at the garrison.
Thanks.
We men of the road must stick together. Perhaps one day I'll be in trouble and you'll be nearby to help.
And just like that, he vanishes. Although he maybe vanished out of that door there, but it did kind of make it look like he dematerialized, didn't it? Okay, so now I have to... Oh wait, is there something I can pick up here? Oh no, those plants are outdoors. I guess when you're indoors, it will show you plants that are outdoors. Okay. Uh-oh.
Done drinking?
Mm-hmm.
Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
They're so racist against witches. Look. Just talk to the hand. Talk to the hand making this magical sign, okay?
Haven't done anything to you, so just calm down.
Course no. He done nothing.
Warsaul's working witchcraft. Get him!
Uh-oh. Okay. So. Wait, what? It's not letting me... See, I'm trying... Ow. I was trying to change my sign to another sign. Can I? No. It's not letting me cast my shield. Ow. Take that. And that. He actually screamed, "You're dead," as I knocked him to the ground.
Nice meeting you.
Okay, well, that worked out pretty well. Seems that I can't loot these idiots. So now I have to go and ask the Nilf Guardians, the black ones, as someone put it earlier, about Yennefer. But, for now... Oh, whoops. Your game state will be automatically saved when you reach certain milestones. Okay. That's fine. So does that mean that I just had a save game? I'm not sure. Tell you what, let's just save the game right now. Those are the saves from when I was messing around with the game, deciding whether or not I wanted to let's play it.
It's Dervan now. D-E-R-V-A-N, not Goidamar.
What do you mean? I know what they named you at your cutting. What kind of name is that anyway?
Dervan. Nilfgaardian. My gran was from Nazet.
Oh,
so that's how it is. Then by my leave, Master Dervan, may the Gold Sun guide you far away from my land.
right. So the infiltration of Nilfgaardian influence is causing conflict between the villages. Right. So there are notice boards at villages which you can get quests from and various different sorts of information. Let's have a look. Let's have a look here.
What do you say?
So let's
Who taught you that?
take everything. Excellent. To see what's in the area, go to the world map panel. Okay.
Listen careful. You're never to
Right.
sing that rhyme again. Never.
So there's various.
You're not to play with Chetty no more.
Oh God. These people need to shut up. Hold on. Let's go over here. Hopefully there's going to be no one like shouting and stuff. Oh, now it's giving me the world map tutorial. So locations I discover will be in the world map. Jump to current objective. Press the left analog trigger, I guess. Scroll the map. Got it. Current objective marked with that sort of circly diamondy thing. Here you can see the objectives you're currently tracked west. Blah 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 blah. So, let's see. So we can scroll around the map like this. I believe I can zoom out of the map like so. But for now... Whoops, the daisy. Wrong. What I was going to do was have a look at the books I have. So Yennefer's letter has been read. Then there's this thing. Someone saying that their brother Bastian went off to fight the Black Ones, the Nilfgaardians. I've reason to think he stood in the great battle nearby. He's not returned to this day. Like many others, you'll say, and you'll be right. But if he fell, and I know it's like he did, I'll give him up to the ground the least, like our fathers have done always. I'd bury him neath the barrow where our parents lie, not leave his corpse to be ate by the corpses prowling the battleground. So I seek a man brave, able with a sword, and willing to venture out with me to find Bastian. I won't pay much, for I've not much to give, but I'm not stingy with gratitude and sure to show it aplenty. Any man willing to help, look for a raised hut along the road to White Orchard, just near the bridge. I've made camp there. Oh, this is White Orchard we're at right now, isn't it? Or is... Wait, I'm confused now. Let's just check this. It's good to know where the hell you are. Markers. I can place my own markers with X. Okay, that makes sense. X marks the spot. To place a special marker, hold X and then use the left analog to select the type of marker you want. Okay. You can only place one default custom marker at a time, but I can place up to 10 of the special markers. Got it. Right, so... Wait. Warsong Bridge. Why isn't it telling me what this place is called? That's annoying. Oh, it is in the bottom left corner. White Orchard. So, let's see. Where were we at? Ba-do-boo. Yeah, that's everything. Quest books. So, shall we do this actually before we go off and do more of the main quest? We could do this. This little side quest here, help Dun Wildenvert find his brother Bastian, living or dead. Okay. Oh, wait. I can just press the right button here to track the quest. Sorry, the right analog stick, like, clicky trigger thing. So that's something we're going to do. Whether we get round to it this episode, I'm not sure, because we've already been going for a while.
I think those slums are wreaking havoc on my gut.
Let's go and talk to this chap here.
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners. What do you think happened, dimwit? Some bugger set alight me workshop. I've lost everything. Everything!
Right, that's fine, but don't be calling me a dimwit, mate.
Easy on the insults. I could add to your misfortune. Any suspects?
Whole damned village. I've lived here half a century. Thought they saw me as one of their own. But everything changed when the Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to service their garrison. Bang dents out of plate, shoe horses. That sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. But humans can't fathom that. They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon. They've stopped talking to me. Spit when I pass. And now this.
That sucks, mate. I mean, I could look out for this arsonist, you know, so you can have your Ruwenge.
I can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in, so that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire,
Frickin'
I heard
horsens.
movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks, but found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? good luck.
Okay, over here... Oh, whoops-a-daisy. So it's just telling me about various points of interest. Let's have a look at these icons, see if I can at least semi-memorize it. Monster nets, that makes sense. Bliss power, yeah, I've seen those before. Person in distress, that's a cage, that makes sense. Dungeons, you know, look dungeony. Smuggler's cache, spoils of war, guarded treasure, abandoned site, bandit camp, that one's a bit weird. Monster den is like a dungeon with a skull thingy. Okay, fine. So here you have... There we go. This is the sharpening stone, and I've sharpened my weapons, so I guess they're going to be a little more effective now. Oh, and the tutorial tip comes up after I've actually done it. After I've actually used the grindstone. Okay. Right now. So the question is... what should we set to work doing first? We could try and find this this arsonist that set fire to the dwarves' hoose.
Gonna hunt bears.
That was pretty funny. Did you hear that, kid? Gonna hunt bears.
I think those plums are wreaking havoc on my guts.
So, I think I'm gonna find this arsonist first. Yes, okay. So I suppose we have to have a look around here with our spooky witcher senses. See if we can find tracks. Ooh.
What happened to your mug?
It got slashed by something. I don't know. Oh. We got something going on here.
Shavings from a tinderbox. Arsonist must have lit his torch here, tossed it on the roof, then fled through the orchard.
Although a lot of that thatch is in pretty good condition for having, been burnt down. But never mind.
Boot prints. A man's. Large.
Okay, let's continue to follow this. He will not escape justice. Excuse the camera being a bit finicky at times. It's because I'm playing with the controller instead of the mouse and keyboard. But I think I discussed last episode why, although it makes the camera work a bit more difficult, it does actually make fighting a lot easier. So I've just noticed that there's a hell of a lot of plants around here, so maybe I should loot everything. What we got? White myrtle, blowball. Just hop over your fence there, hope you don't mind. Belize fruit. And more stuff. And I'm sure that we'll be... Oh, hello. It's a goose. It looks like a grey lag goose to me. I know my geese. Right. And let's get back to the business. Oh, ends here, huh?
Took off his boots and went in the water. Probably wanted to cover his trail.
Righty. Oh, by the way, this might be a good opportunity to better showcase how I've changed the lighting for the game. Since I'm outdoors now. Last time I was showing things, it was more sort of indoors. So here's what it looks like if I get rid of the ambient light effects. So it goes to kind of being considerably less realistic looking, I'd say. And then when I turn off the vibrance, it becomes kind of a bit ickily overcoloured. So that's the look that I've decided to go for. You get different results in different situations. But on the whole, I'm a big fan. So there's a random chest right here that no one seems to have noticed, except me. And I guess I'm just taking everything. That's how I roll. So I'm going to assume that the dude went through here or something. See if I can find his tracks. Aha!
Draw it or no?
Gotta make soup out of
Something jumped out of the rushes. Drowners. But he managed to escape.
Ah. And left his boots behind.
Lost his boots in the rush.
That's quite funny.
Not on your life. I'd rather be ill than disturb a ghost.
Oh. Am I meant to examine this too?
Tracks lead back to the village.
Okay. Well, let's follow them back to the village using our fisheye lens or vision. There's Bram, the merchant who we saved earlier.
Don't you look at me.
I'll have to go and talk to him at some point. Oh, leads in here.
Trail ends here, but I'll recognize him by his wounds.
I'll also steal everything in his house first. You see if I don't. Oh, nice, nice. Ooh, some lager. Trail mix. A whole bunch of stuff. I'm sure this will be pretty useful for crafting things. This is very kleptomaniacal, I guess you'd say, Witcher that I'm playing here. Alchemist powder, that seems useful / valuable. Black magic doll. Creepy doos. Right. So where are you?
Drowner claw marks. It's gotta be him.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything else to steal, so let's nab him.
Nasty wound. Run into a drowner?
What the fuck do you care?
Whoa, our arsonist's a charmer too. Come on, Smith wants to talk to you.
I ain't not talk to a non-human. Sons of bitches all, and dwarves are the worst. Greedy little magpies, do anything for gold, they will. They forge the blades the black ones put to our throats. Am I not right?
I mean, you kind of are right.
We can work this
about
out,
the blades.
man to man. I give you gold, you don't turn me in. My mum died a while back and I sold her tools. I've spent some, but what's left is yours.
So this is some sort of drunken, feckless, useless, foul-mouthed arsonist who sells tools instead of using them to make honest coin. So what I'm thinking is that he's probably not very useful member of the old village life. So he's going down, is what I'm saying here.
Magpies and dwarves might be greedy, but I'm not. Can't buy me.
Then I'll beat your fucking mug to a pulp!
Of course you will.
Calm down. Now follow me.
Okay, well. Don't mind the floor scrubbing, peasant.
I gotta apologise.
Is
gotta
she
go. Apologise.
Was she polishing the floor with her own saliva there? Is that what was going on? Alright. Let me by, you buffoon. Okay,
Freak.
so
Will you raise a glass with me?
It's Durban now.
is he just going to very slowly stumble along? Okay. Well, I guess I can pick a few things whilst I wait. Seems to be making his way along.
Chetty's my best mate.
Chetty's a little fool who'll get us all killed.
Jesus Christ.
Like crickets. Oh, come on.
Look, don't mess with witches, kids. Maybe I could talk to the dwarf a bit more. See if there's anything he can do for my gear. Anything I can buy from him or anything like that, just whilst I wait. What's this? Oh. No, I don't want. Whoops, I don't want to loot the dwarf stuff. He's my employer right now. Maybe later we can steal from him, but
I'd Hellraiser.
it would be against my dubious code of honor. Oh, I could have just run up to the dwarf. Fine.
Up and at him.
What's going on?
Here you go. One village pyromaniac in the flesh.
Nap? You! I knew your mum for years. Charged her nary a copper. This is how you repay me. I've had enough. Hey, soldier. A minute of your time, please.
No! Willis, I beg you, I was drunk. Didn't know what I was doing.
I've told you, Master Willis. We will help you rebuild once reinforcements come. The supplies have been ordered.
Not what this is about, mate. This here's the arsonist. A witcher found him.
The forge was important to the garrison. Destroying it was sabotage. No trial needed here. Just a tree.
So there we go. We've aided in our first summary execution, so that's great. Yeah, that's the villagers are not going to like this, matey bait.
Villagers will really love you now.
Well, no, I don't give a flying fuck about them. You know, I hated the black ones at first, like everybody else did. Now I'm thinking they might just bring order to this place. Teach these layabouts some manners. But enough about that. Your reward. And I managed to save some things from the fire. Anvil's still whole, so I'm sure I can bang something out on it. You need anything, let me know. Give you a good price.
Well, that happened. So, let's actually talk to him and see what his services
A
are.
return customer. Welcome. What can I do for you this time?
Yeah, let's see what you have.
Show me what you got.
Okay, so what do we have? Saddlebags, which means I can carry more stuff when I'm on my horse, I suppose. That's pretty expensive though, I can't afford it right now. What's this? It's a shirt that constitutes worse armor than what I already have. Armor repair kit. Okay, so I can, if I carry around some of these, I can repair things on the fly. That might come in useful at some point. Lots of diagrams for crafting things. I might have to come back for that. What we got? Cavalry boots. Okay, but some of these things need me to be at an experience level I'm not at yet in order to use them. Tracker's trousers. That amuses me for some reason. Okay. Yeah, these all seem to require levels that I'm not at yet. Well, actually, some of these don't. The diagrams for crafting glyphs. Okay, it's good to know all of this stuff is here. Maybe we'll be coming back to that. But for now, I'll have a look at this crafting dialogue. I don't think there's anything we can do.
Like you to forge something for
let's
me.
have a look. Okay, so left side of the screen, list of crafting diagrams I have. Rightio. On the right, it tells you what the item is like. So if I was able to make this warrior's leather jacket, I would go up 15 in armor and 15 in resistance to a bunch of other things. A bunch of things, rather. But I'm lacking some things, as it shows you in the middle there. And you have to pay craftsmen to actually make the item, which makes sense. So I need to find craftsmen that have the right speciality to to make armor or weapons. And it looks like maybe certain craftsmen can craft high-level things than others. And you can also dismantle items. So, I need some cured leather, 1 piece, two lots of leather scraps, and 2 lots of wire. So I can buy these components. But it'd be fairly expensive, and then I'd have to pay, what is it, like nearly 300 crowns to actually make the armor, so I have nowhere near enough money. Let's see. Whoops. If a craftsman has a component you're missing, you can buy it. Yes. Pinning formulae and diagrams. If I want to see a list of components or ingredients required for a given formula or diagram, select it and perform the pin action. Okay. If I select a crafting diagram or alchemy formula and pin it, a list of the components or ingredients needed to create that item will appear in the shop panel. Makes it easy to keep track of what I still need to acquire. Okay, let's try and do that. So, oh, no, that's not what I meant to do. So where's... Oh, wait, it's X to pin. Right. Formula/diagram will now appear in the shop panel. I mean, I guess that's okay. So I've got a bunch of junk here. Oh, junk. This is junk that can be crafted. Okay. So I can also dismantle stuff. What would I get? Timber and string. Right, fine, yes, understood. And that shows me what I'll get, and that shows me how much it costs to dismantle. Fine, if it's fitted with any upgrades, they'll be recovered. What will this give me? Twine. Wax and string. Fibre and thread, although it's being covered up a little bit there. And ghoul's blood can be turned into monster blood. Okay, none of that gives us any of the stuff that we need right now. That's fine. I guess I could repair some of my stuff. What's this going to cost? Not much. Might as well get our gear repaired. Righty. Oh, repair equipped. Right, that would be faster. I should have done that to start with. Okay, so ta-ta for now, my vertically challenged friend.
So long.
Right, so what have we done? We have solved a crime and sent a drunken ne'er-do-well to the gallows. We've made everyone absolutely frickin' hate this dwarf even more than they already did, but he seems not to care. We have another quest to find someone's brother, Bastien, who was fighting in a nearby battle, probably. And we need to go and ask the Nilfgaardians about Yennefer, because Yennefer went off to see the Nilfgaardians. But that's going to have to wait until the next episode, because this one's already quite long enough. As a matter of fact, I think I've been going on for bloody ages, honestly. So that's it. Farewell for now. Hope you enjoyed the video, chaps. If you did, do please click the like button. It helps out rather a lot. Leave your thoughts and suggestions in the comment section below. Hello. Share this video with anyone you think might be interested or entertained, and subscribe if, and only if, you'd like to see more. Ta-ta for now, chaps.